Look at that handsome fella. How old were you in that picture, Stanley?
Mute myself.
啊，
Nicholas, 你好。
你好，你好，这个是什么？
比
这个是笔。
Hey, Nick, did you wrestle? Did you wrestle any sharks?
No wrestling, no sharks,
I heard
thankfully.
Maui was good for sharks.
I think it is actually. We swam with some giant sea turtles, which was amazing, just by
I
chance.
don't know. I'd
But
stay in the hotel pool.
yeah, we did a lot of hotel swimming pool too. Amelie loves snorkeling, it turns out.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's very good for kids.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really beautiful actually to get her in there. And today was her first day of kindergarten, so very exciting.
Oh my God. I was in the cafe and there was
Oh, sorry, you don't have
a lonely couple sitting at a table looking like they lost their dog. And it was Anatole and Aisha because they didn't have Kiri around
Like what
because
to
he was
do now?
they were all sad. I told them they could wash dishes, but they didn't want to.
I bet they would love that. Speaking of kindergarten, thank you for teaching us translation. Today we have two very exciting classes. Mr. Stanley, who's going to take us through some Abhidharma, and then Mr. Me, and we're going to work on Master Nagarjuna. So looking forward to these classes. Thank you so much.
Okay,
All right.
standing.
Hey, I'm gonna do the homework thing. Welcome to Abhidharma. I'll try to finish in 5 minutes. There's a suggestion that we all limit our homework time. We don't extend too much and cut off the class time. So if you cannot answer, I'm not gonna wait.
Good man.
Yeah, okay. What is the misunderstanding about me when it turns to when it's related to the first hip? Because we were talking about 5 hips and there's a misunderstanding of each one.
It
We
can be
finished
found
the first
in
hip.
my body, the parts of my body.
Yeah, what's wrong with our body related to me?
Me is not found in the parts of our body.
Too many waffles.
Yeah, it's related. Um Basically
Oh,
we were talking about the example of seeing with our eyes. And then the misunderstanding is when we use our body like one of the sense powers to see things, we thought it's me seeing as the seer, but it's really just the coming together of the eye sense powers and its visual object of the pen, and then the eye consciousness, the visual consciousness,
Okay.
happens. So it's not me seeing, it's just the working together of the sense powers and their objects. If that's true, oh, there are some, yeah, it's some Chinese reference from the Abhidharma Kosha. Basically, it's saying that all the all consciousness comes from the sense powers and their objects. If that's true, how can we use the same idea to apply on the letter three, hips of feelings, discrimination, and other factors? Like, how do we misunderstand in terms of the other three hips?
like when I feel bad, I say I feel bad.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
am feeling bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Basically, yes, it's not you who are feeling bad. It's the heap of feeling. Yeah, doing their work basically.
Okay.
And anyone want to try the third hip? Yeah, yeah, the hip of discrimination. So what's wrong with saying I love it, I don't like it?
You think that kind of discrimination is based on you.
Yeah, you think you are the in this case we call it the namer. This hip is famous for giving names to things. Yeah, in this context, and also discriminating things. Yeah. So it's not you who like this person or not. It's just your hip doing it.
Their hips
Yeah.
don't lie.
Yeah. So yeah, I was thinking about that song too. In English, does it sound different when you say that hip and this hip?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it does. Okay. Okay, just checking. What about the other factors?
It's difficult.
The heap of other factors. What does it do mainly? And how do we misunderstand? The cool part is this one, in the last class, Geshe taught us that this heap is about collecting karma. It's to do things. So this heap is the karma collector, like all the mental functions. We talked about the faith in last class, the mental function of faith. If you have that, you are collecting great karma. And also we talk about attachment to things, which is the opposite of good karma. So it's not me who's the collector of karma. It's your hip. Hip. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. It's cool. It's really cool. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and there are some reference, and it does say that in the text. Okay, this is a secret question. Compare it to FSD.
I don't know what's FSD.
Yeah. Seiji should know. Yeah. Why? Okay. Seiji said FSD means full self-driving.
Oh,
It's the car which drives itself. You want to say something?
Car driver.
So how do you compare this to the car driving itself?
That's nothing to do with the car driver itself.
Right. So there's no it's different heaps of the car. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's the
Stanley, we
sensors.
can't hear what someone says in the room other than
Right,
you.
right. I'm gonna repeat.
you're lucky.
So it's like a car, Tesla driving itself with FSD. It's not that there's a separate driver sitting in the car driving, but instead, it is all the major parts of the car doing their work, like the operation of the sensors, the cameras, the processors, and the actuators. People tend to say that, oh, the Tesla is driving itself, just as we say, I am seeing, I am thinking, I am feeling. In reality, there's no I or the driver of the car, like behind the processes. Yeah.
Okay.
So now it comes to the student translation. Yeah.
Okay. Can you read?
Yes. Namba shepe pumpo yang dak tu chupa kewe daki shinshe yote de daki ne namba shepa che zamla tapa tang chik pu tang yu la ran one do long trip pa boy da yu ba chu ba ke be de lock be che do sembe ju.
Okay, good. Number 7, Bumbo Yang 2 is said to be the best of Dr. Trubakyo and Dakashi. Okay. within this minute. Data can be unchanging, singular, and so it's top and perspective. Check and three, to make it dash, to keyword no bitching to me. Yeah, the only question I have is long wang to long chipping, chipapo. Chipapo means experiencer. Okay.
Okay.
When you say papo, it means experiencer. So supposedly it engages in its object independently or something on its own. Okay.
Okay.
And then you mistake it for being a self nature because it seems to be working as an agent, as an independent agent. Okay. So we're trying to stop that misperception. Lokpa.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Tembe ichi. What's temba? I would
Indicate?
say the Kumba. Huh?
Indicate?
No, I just mean we present this in order to stop that wrong idea. But what is this?
Oh, this
Oh, yeah.
teaching?
I would say
Um,
that teaching on the heap of consciousness, the fifth
The
heap.
fifth hip.
Yeah.
Okay.
The teaching on the fifth consciousness, teaching on the fifth heap was presented in order to stop these misperceptions. That's all.
Okay.
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 Cool. All right. Next paragraph. But the rest is good.
Okay.
Um,
Nibbana ni jiwa tang lenno.
yeah. The second section has 2 points. Okay, good. And we went and got, as usual, he just says the second part has 2 parts.
Right.
And he doesn't help. He's not very helpful. So we went and looked it up. We always look it up. What is the second part?
Right.
We're going to discuss the Guten
Cues and then the
and
definition.
then going back, the reason
Oh, the
reason
reason.
why
upper of
the categories are exactly Ngepa, Choke,
Oh, exactly 18.
18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So part 2 that he doesn't mention is why there's 18 of the categories. Okay.
Okay.
It's interesting that he goes 5, 18, 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we got to talk about that a little bit. He's stubborn about that, so there must be some reason.
All the Abhidharma thing we have so far is like that.
Yeah,
5,
yeah.
18, 12. Yeah.
You think he should say 5, then divide that, you get 12, divide
Yeah.
that, you get 18. You
Right.
go like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a question, which is actually 2 syllables.
Hmm.
And then we're going to have the answer to the question. Okay.
Okay.
So he's promising a question and an answer about the exact number of the categories to a person or categories of existence. Right?
Cool.
That's why we called Stanley's first book
Everything in the universe.
Everything in the Universe, which is a great, I would have to say. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thing 2 more.
Okay. You want to have someone else read and check them?
Yes. Anatole, please. This here. For now.
Tangpo ni chi chir che te duna yodang wang bodang nampar shepe kam sundu yang dun le chena la chena mik tang nan na wa sok la yang ni yết bề chơ kế lệ mang bề chia để khó na nghe sẽ na.
No. You want to hang here and try to, let's try to get him to translate. So,
Okay.
so Dumbo means what? Dumbo means first,
First.
right?
First of all.
Chichir.
Why?
Yeah. And by the way, he's quoting the root text by Asanga.
Oh, okay.
The root text by Asanga says Chichir.
Oh,
Why?
okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. And if you don't know, you don't know. So he's saying, why did Asanga say why?
Oh,
Chiche means why is it 18?
okay.
Why? Do not, if you abbreviate,
Okay.
okay, or if you group them, you get yuls, wombles, and numptious.
Objects, sense powers, and consciousness.
Yeah, good. 3. So you're gonna have times 3, something times 3
Okay.
to get to the 18.
Sorry.
Okay? It's 3 times 3. But then he raises a question. He says, so obviously, sense power, object, and awareness of the object,
Right.
there's 3 times 6.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Times 6 should be 18. Right?
yeah.
And then he says, but if you think about it, he says, if you really divide things up, the mik and the ranawa
Eyes and ears.
here,
Uh-huh.
they are ni.
I'll have 2 of them.
They come in pairs.
Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So 18 is not enough.
Oh, okay.
He says, why?
Okay.
So you go to 18, but why don't you go to add one more,
This
add
1 or 2.
You should add 3, you should add 21.
Okay.
He says, why not go all the way and divide them? Okay. Ni means 2 each. Some of the sense organs have 2 orifices each.
I see.
Yepe. That's mangwa le choge.
More than 18.
More than 18.
Yeah.
That's more than 18. So why do you say it's only kona 18?
Okay.
Why do you say it's fixed at 18?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
That's why I don't understand. It's more than 18. But
Yeah.
the last part is that it's
He says you really split it out. It's more than 18. So why did you stop at 18?
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Also, the last line is a question too.
Yeah.
Why do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Just stop at 18.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Cool.
And he has a reason, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, who's gonna read next?
Please. You have to do 2.
Ni pala ke che tang ke cha ni ki trang e be ngupo good ba tang der nge be gutsen du de den ba she bar chao.
Yeah. Damn. Nipala.
Second.
Yeah, what's the second point? Okay, let's see. KJ dan KJ ni ki trang ngepe ngopon kopatang den ngepe gitsen du de demashapacho. So the second point he's going to talk about, I believe the second point he's going on to the 12.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
But I think he's going 5, 18, 12. And I think his second point has to do, but he's talking about the KH and the KCHA. I believe he's talking about a justification for 12 because 6 of them act as KJs and 6 of them act as KJs.
Oh, cause and effect here.
Yeah, the objects stimulate the
right
sense
awareness. Okay.
Mainly the senses, because they're leaving out the consciousnesses. So here's the big deal about Abhidharma. So you have 6 senses. Each one has an object, a sense power, and a consciousness.
Right.
But when you reduce it to 12, the question always been in my mind is, when you reduce 18 to 12, are you taking out the 6 consciousnesses, or are you taking out the 6 sense powers and combining them somehow?
Okay.
So objects plus sense powers plus consciousness. Yeah. And or are you leaving out one of them? Are you leaving out all the consciousnesses, but that doesn't cover everything anymore.
Mm,
That doesn't cover everything, and they're supposed to be comprehensive. So
I see.
he says the 12, I think he's on to the 12. The 12 is determined by objects which stimulate and things which are stimulated.
Okay.
So stimulator would be color, shapes, sounds.
Okay.
And then K that which is stimulated would be the sense organ. And we don't know what happened to the consciousness.
Okay.
You know, it's a mystery. Okay. When you go to 12, you drop the sense consciousness. And he's finally going to give a good explanation of it. And I've never seen that in the Vaibhashika versions. You see what I mean? So the mind only version of Abhidharma goes deeper. He's already going deeper. He's like, I'm not satisfied that you reduced the 18 to 12. What did you drop, and why did you drop it, and where did it go? And why is it still comprehensive? Okay,
Cool.
so I think that's cool.
Cool.
Changepe Ngopo Gopadong. So we're gonna present an argument of why 12 is comprehensive.
Oh, okay.
And then we're gonna explain in brief why it's accurate. Ngepa. 12 is accurate.
I see.
It's comprehensive, even though we took out 6, and it's accurate.
Comprehensive in the way that it still
Covers all
everything.
reality.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. That's it,
Right.
Geshe.
And it is a good question. Your text in the early months, it was impossible. There didn't seem to me much logic to things. Now I think, to me, he's getting logical. He's saying,
Okay.
why?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Cool.
Back to work.
Back to you.
Yeah, before I start the class, I'd like to announce some good news. This is 2 extremely heavy books. I didn't even know if you pick up one. And this is Seiji Arao Takahashi's Deathless Nectar for Helping Others. And it's complete in 700 and something pages. So half of it's in the first volume, half of it's in the second volume. And it came back from the printer last week, I think. And Lindsay is busy bee. Lindsay is working in her garage in 115 degrees, and packing all these books. She has a full-time job. She makes more money than any of us. And she travels all the time for her work. And on top of that, late at night, she puts on rock and roll. And I saw her in the garage. She didn't know I was there. And she was working in the garage. And I'd like to give her a hand. And I'd like to give Seiji a hand. Where'd he go?
Yeah, where's Seiji?
I'd like to congratulate him on this.
Okay.
Okay. And this would make a great G-Box program. It would make a great classes. If he could teach some extra classes about this Lojong. This is the mother of all Lojongs. And it's important enough to consider a separate school, like Mind Only or Middle Way. You see, that's how we chose the translators. We chose the 12 because Lojong plus Lamrim is a separate school. So this is I think you can say this is the best work ever finished on Lojong in modern history. And see, we just got through praising you.
Yeah, finished.
But and I look forward to Seiji teaching it. We have a G-Box program. Translators are encouraged to go out. Nick's been teaching his books a lot. Hasa was out teaching. Adam was out teaching in Kyoto with Hasa. And you really should teach it. My ultimate plan for my life isn't complete until you start teaching. The first step is to translate them, but then you have to go teaching them. And if you don't teach them, then I feel kind of like I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So, okay, Mazal, Seiji, sometimes teach it somewhere. Okay, all right, we'll give you a grant from this DCI company. You can take that copy, right? There's a small error on the spine, but you'll figure it out. Okay, we're fixing it. By the way, Lindsay, they can fix that with little decals. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Where is that? Hang on. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, close it again.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah. It's,
Is it
yeah,
good?
Yes.
Enough?
Perfect. Yep.
Okay. We're done.
给我带点坚果去吃，爸爸你也带点坚果吧，带点坚果。
Okay.
Yeah. Here. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you to read I added something here in the bowl,
Okay.
and this is the root text. And,
Oh.
If we're feeling ambitious, we can try to include the root text, but I don't know if it would be strategically smart because it's very long. It would triple your book or something. So anyway, let's read the root text for the next section. So this is the commentary by Gyaltsen,
Gasajiri on Asaka.
yeah, Jay Rinpoche's student, and on Asanga, but he doesn't quote the original text. So I inserted it.
Oh, I see.
So here we go.
Okay.
Who's going to read?
Seiji.
Oh,
Since we missed you. Yeah.
let me do something. Hang on.
Yeah, just that's the Mexican. Yeah. But I can turn this. So here we go.
Okay.
Okay. Chi kamnam cha yeko
Yeah.
kie kona shina
Good. Keep going.
lutang yongsu sungwa niki depa tangta tarki nipar chupa nampa jungzin pe chiro.
Good. So in his own text, I saw
Asanga.
ask a question.
Mhm.
And here you see a very ancient form of the word 18.
Oh.
Okay. It should be chi ye, right? 10:8. But this is an ancient form. Okay. And it got corrupted to chopke. We don't say chuji, we say chopke. So this is the very, very, like 2,000 years old. You won't see it almost, you never saw it in the last 10 years that we've been having these classes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kenla.
Yes.
So how do you pronounce this one? Chagye or Chopge or what?
It's okay. But
Okay.
I don't think you'll get criticized if you say chage. But
Okay.
I've never say it. Yeah. Yeah, I
Alright.
think people. Good question, but they do pronounce the prefix like chopke, yeah, which is unusual. Okay, so anyway, this is divided. Okay, Shana may ask, why are there comms chopke?
18.
Why are there 18 categories?
Mm.
And then he gives a very intriguing answer. Okay, it basically says there's the body and there's what it holds.
Oh, yeah.
There's the body and what it holds onto. And let's only consider that which is past and that which is present in 6 different doorways.
Okay.
Let's consider only 2 things, past and present, for 6 doorways. Total
Oh, 18.
12.
12.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go. We'll keep going. Okay. Who's gonna read next, Chen?
Lindsay, please.
Uh-oh.
Midnight rock and roll, maybe.
I assume it was rock and roll.
Oh, okay.
She had the earphones on.
It will remain a secret. Okay.
Come.
Come.
Tricky.
Chuke.
Chopke. Here's that. Here's like only 6 centuries on.
Chuke. Do. Dar.
Wrong.
Rang. Nghe. Che. Yo. Tukla. Ne. War. Long. Chupe. Depa. Dang. Da. Tar. Ki. Ne. War. Chupa.
Yo.
Na.
Yo.
Good.
Yupa nan she na ampa duk
Ju-
lu
Lu.
lu dang yong su shunwan ni ki te ne ki go ne zin pa la mik suk dru le mang mi good new na mi do.
Mindu. Yeah, Mindu. Nice. Okay, nice. Okay. Why are the comms fixed at Chopke?
At 18.
Yeah, why are the categories fixed at 18? Well, start with the Yul-Druk.
You six.
6 objects of the senses. Okay.
Okay. You.
Yeah,
You.
things to see, hear, smell, taste, touch, like that. You're Nung Chipe. Then those things which you experience can be considered depa or tadarwa. The objects of your senses can be considered depa or tadarwa.
Past or present.
Yeah, past or present. Like when you're looking at the microphone, it's possible the microphone is a millisecond behind.
Okay.
Or it's possible in some way it's somehow in the present moment. But definitely we can
not see the future.
Yeah, we can say, let's not include the future microphone.
Okay.
Because that's too theoretical. Okay. All right, so let's deal with stuff that just went by or stuff that's there now. Those we can divide into the 6 objects of the senses. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And that's going to be important when we get to the 12. Okay. We enjoy them. I mean, we experience them. And who does the experiencing of the 6 objects? The Namshetu.
Namshetu. The experience.
Yeah, the 6 consciousnesses. Okay. Yeah. And Ludan Yosusuwa Niki Neki Gone Zimbala. If you talk about their position on the body and Yosusuma, how they capture objects, okay? Niki, Neki Gone Zimba. If you kind of focus on the physical location of the senses, you can say 6 senses. You know, you can point here and say 1. You can point here and say 2. You can point here and say 3. So I think you don't have to say there's mung than 6.
More.
Yeah, you don't have to say there's 7 because you have 2 eyeballs or something. Okay.
What's the argument again? Because they have
they are of their location on the body.
Okay.
And because of you can operate with a single eye.
Oh.
You know.
Oh.
One eye can perceive objects. One ear can perceive sounds.
I see.
Okay. So as far as position on the body, you could lose an eye and still see.
Okay.
And your ears could still hear. Okay.
Okay.
With a single ear. And so kind of from a physical standpoint, let's say there's 6. I think we don't need mung migo.
Don't need.
Yeah, we don't really need to say there's 7 or 8 because most people have 2 working ears or something like that.
Right.
Okay. I think 6 is enough as far as perceiving things and as far as general location on the body. we can say 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
And if you said new, then 6.
Less than
Yeah, mindu. You wouldn't capture all the possible sensations.
Okay. Not
If
enough.
if you said, let's ignore your nose, then smell would get left out. Smells. So he says, you can work with 6, but I wouldn't go. You don't need to go more,
Mm.
but I wouldn't go less either, because
Okay.
then you wouldn't smell anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
So he says 6 is okay. 6 times 3 is okay. 18.
okay.
18 dhatus. 18 categories. Okay. Who's gonna read next?
The handsome guy with the blue tie.
Mhm. Well, he's a handsome guy.
Here you go.
Make Pegone Simpala. So Drugle. Long bigger.
Yeah.
Nunam Mindu.
Mindu. Yeah.
Nerchurangi Seniki. Drupala. Nam she Drugle Mang Migur. Nunam Mindu War Chiro.
Yeah,
Wait.
hit the same argument. Make begone if you're talking about how we perceive things, right? Zimbala, so Zimba means your physical, your physical holding of forms. You don't need more than 6. As far as what you hold on to, you don't need more than 6.
Okay. As far as different kinds
Including,
of objects.
and in this, there's 2 ways to translate suk, rupa, and how do you have to translate it here? I'll give you the 2 choices, then that's the answer, right? Physical form or visual form.
So if you can
initial.
Here it means, so rupa,
Mm.
form, can mean visual form, or it can mean all physical stuff.
Right.
It can mean either one, but when you're talking about the sense organs, it has to be, you have to translate it into English as visible form.
Yeah.
When you're talking about the 5 heaps, you got to translate it as physical form, as opposed to the 4 non-physical heaps.
Right.
You see,
Right.
okay? Gone Zimba Suk, so Dukle Mang Miga. So when you're talking about objects of sense perception, you don't need more than 6. Mang Miga. And Nying Na Mindu.
Yeah, less than 6 is also not
Less wouldn't cover it.
right.
Yeah, less than 6 wouldn't cover it. Near children kitsiniki drupala. Near chu means things to be perceived. Near chucha, things to be perceived. Do they exist by definition in this school?
Well,
Are they real? Are they real? Smells, sights.
in my only we are.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Kind of arbitrary.
Okay.
They exist. They do exist.
They do exist. Right.
Real. They're real.
Okay.
When you smell something, you hear something, it's real. Okay. So if you're dealing with real sense objects, what's the sense object that's disqualified when you say real in the Abhidharma system?
Sound?
Outside.
That's a good guess.
Outside sense objects.
Yeah. Imaginary colors and shapes.
Oh.
And the example is in a dream, for example. You see purple, but it's not real. Okay. So it says here, Rangitsenigi Drupa, real colors, not the ones you see in a dream or something like that. To perceive those real colors, you don't need more than 6 consciousnesses. If you add mental colors, like in a dream, then it gets complicated.
Yeah. Right.
Then you're gonna need extra sense organs or something. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mangmiger.
Okay.
And then Nyungna, if we had less objects, if you only had 5 objects, Mindu, it wouldn't cover human experience. It wouldn't cover non-dreaming human experience. Okay. Okay. So it has to be 6. Okay. Good.
Okay. It's the thing you see when you like high by drugs.
Yeah,
Are they considered
they are considered mental and
it's
yeah.
real or not? In this case,
No.
not real.
In fact, in this school, remembered colors wouldn't be real.
In Abhidharma school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also colors in a dream are not real.
Okay. Okay.
Keep going. Who's gonna read?
Aisha, please.
It's okay. Lepa sung sing padang tatarwa sing pa gimpa dang yimpe deda tarshe mokima ngongpe sing gongpa sorry yeah the next one ngongpa singpe gepa
Yeah.
ngepa mepema muso.
Nice. Okay. You get good. Sorry. So now I want to go back to the root text, okay, in the bold.
Mm.
All right. He said here, see, he said depa don tata.
Okay.
So he went back to the root text and he didn't tell you he went back to the root text.
Right. Yeah.
So whose root text?
Arya Sangha.
Arya Sangha. He mentions in his root text at this point depa and tatawa. The experience of the past and the experience of the present. Nyawa chupa, objects, experiencing objects, colors, shapes, sounds in the past and the present. Okay, he talks about it. Then this is what Aisha read. Depa sung zimba. In the case of the past, we are zimba, present tense, holding sung, that which was held. Okay.
Which was held.
We are holding that which was held. Like, I don't know.
Is that memory again?
Oftentimes, you can say that the sense powers are a millisecond behind. By the time you're aware of a color, that particular color is gone. Okay. So when you talk about past, perceiving past colors, you're talking about holding something which was held.
Okay.
He's being cute.
Yeah.
The past means holding something which was held. Okay. And the tatawa,
the present,
is talking about in the act of shimba, can mean present participle, ing in English, holding to a color in the present moment. Okay. So he says when we're dealing with sense perception, let's talk about things that were just there, or let's talk about things that are there. Okay. Therefore, the root text says de tatar, past and present. Sheme ki. And this is the disjunctive key, means what?
What?
It's not possessive. It's not apostrophe s. It's but. So sometimes at the end of a sentence, key means but. But, okay, you can hold the past. You can hold the present. Key, but maomba, simba, ngepa me. Ngepa me means it's too theoretical to deal with. It might happen, it might not happen.
Okay.
You know, the Abhidharma guys don't want to throw it in. They don't want to include it because it's too possible that it will never happen. You see what I mean? So they call it mangepa, means it's not concrete enough. Something you might see tomorrow, like your paycheck go up, it's not concrete enough to talk about. Okay, mangepa. Therefore, pe mama. We don't mention it. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about future sense or object because they might happen, they might not happen. They might blow up the world. We don't know. Okay, all right. Okay, who's next, Stanley?
Okay. Edmund, you want to try?
Yeah, and nice to have you guys here. It's really nice to have you guys here. It's really helping the Peachtree sales. No, I'm kidding.
And the gas station and Home Depot.
They're working really hard. They're working till midnight, getting Dragon's Head ready for classes.
Yeah.
And thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. So for me,
You're correcting.
okay. So and so one in the Ram Su
Nam
Nam Min Dang Yu Yi Gi Lots Sop Sup Sup Nem Pa Sup Yop Chin Yom Pa Pe Pe Pa Yep Pe Ram
China.
Chernam Sepak Som
Sepa.
Sepa Som
Sum.
Gi Nem Pa Ya Ya Kiu Pa Kiu Pe Nin Pa Sop Te
Nurture means experiencer.
Okay.
Okay. If it has an O, it's the agent.
Okay.
Experiencer. Soul means like lumsum numsum.
Oh. The
Principal
principal
path.
path.
Yeah. So soul means main.
okay.
The main experiencer in the universe is Sorwa, Vedana, feelings.
Feeling.
Yeah, either mental or physical feeling. Feels good, feels bad. Okay. Namin tang yuki longchu nirachuchi nirachi pichuram. It experiences things through namin. Yeah, karmic ripening. Okay. Like things come to you. Me and Rob had a pleasant couple hours each in the dental chair. And that's a numbing. That's a karmic result of hurting somebody in the past. Okay. So that ripening comes. And then, but you could also say you have a longche, you have an experience of the object. You can say the pain ripened on me in dental chair, or you can say he stuck the needle in and I felt it. You see what I mean? You can say it either way. Okay. Longche, nyereche, ching. And then I nyongwa. I had an experience. Okay. He stuck his needle in, or from the inside, my past karma decided to do something. Okay. And then I nyongwa. Then I experienced it. Okay. Nyongwa. Then he says sepasum. Okay. Say sepasum.
Sepasum.
So if you go to Sugang's text, which is the great benefit of having 12 translators, you are covering all major schools and you don't appreciate it. But Sepa is which link?
8.
Yeah, good. Gepa Sepa. Yeah. Gimbatoi Gepa Sepa Chupa Sipa. So sometimes it's called initial desire or something like that. And desire is starting, Sepa. And there's 3 classic examples in the Abhidharma. When you talk about the 8th link, there's 3 classic examples. He mentions them here. He doesn't list them. So I'll list them for you. I put it here at the end here. Okay. And it's going to be a footnote or something. There's 3 kinds of strong desire. Sorry, beginning desire.
Okay.
And then strong desire. And these are very fascinating to me because link number 10 is when your karma ripen. Yeah. Link number 10 is when it gets ripened. It's coming out of the ground. Okay. And then link number 2 is when you put the seed in the ground. Link number 2 is when you put the seed in the ground. Link number 10 is when the first sprout starts to come up.
The woman getting birth, right? That
That's 9, 10,
Oh.
something.
10. Okay.
This is monkeys grabbing stuff and stuff like that.
Mm.
Guys drinking a feast. So anyway, the point is that the desire which triggers karma, the desire which causes karma to open, has two versions. One is early desire, when you first plant it, and then there's an advanced desire. And I think it's fascinating that what ripens desire, what causes the desire to be strong enough to open a karma, is misunderstanding the seed. That's amazing. That's amazing to me. If you misunderstand a watermelon seed, it will ripen faster. That's like weird, So anyway, that misunderstanding technically has three divisions, and he mentions it here. So I thought I'd it's in the bold. You want to read the bold prints, then?
Sepasu, doset, sitset, jigset. Yeah.
Yeah, and these are three classic. I mean, someone could write a graduate paper about it, shopping, but it's certainly a deeper topic. There's certainly something deep going on here when they talk about the three types of the eighth link. The eighth link, which means craving something, has three different types. One's called Sepasu, means the three categories of Sepa. First one is called Dese, and it means all craving in the desire realm.
Oh.
The craving of all beings in the desire realm is the first kind of craving. Okay. Then Sise. And Sise means, Sipa is a difficult word because it means samsara. So people have mistranslated it or didn't understand it. When you talk about desire in the upper two realms, which is mainly superhero desire, it's Superman and Spider-Man, and it's, and whenever you say higher two realms, in your mind you have to think superheroes. You have to think these impossibly handsome, cool guys who die and go to hell. Okay. All right. But all desire of superheroes is the second type of sepa. It's called sise, which means craving for life, because they have more to crave. The Brad Pitts has more to crave than Geshe Michael. You see what I mean? Okay. So that's called sise. Okay. So first is dese, craving in the desire realm. Second is sise, craving for your existence as a superhero. And these guys play marbles with planets. They're not like Spider-Man, really. They play games with planets. Okay, sise. And then there's a very interesting third sepa called jigse. And this is the specific terror that a person feels at a specific moment in their death. And they think, now I'm falling apart. And we've all been through it countless times. We can relate. When I talk about it, you can relate, because on one level you remember. But there was a feeling in all your past lives at the very end that you're falling apart and you won't be there in 5 minutes. And there's a special fear and a special craving that comes from really reaching the end, and you're like, the doctor's like, he died. You hear the doctor and you're like, oh my God, I won't be here in 2 minutes, And that special fear has a separate name in Buddhism. It's like sise. Jigse, I'm being destroyed. I'm losing me. And we all go through it. And that's why people fear death so much, I think. That's one reason, because it's terrible. It's a terrible feeling.
Geshe, can I say it's like it's a fear of losing, or you don't want to lose it and you crave for it because it's a kind of
I think
craving.
you could write a whole essay about it. I mean, it's a
Uh-huh.
whole interesting thing.
Okay.
Technically, it's defined as the emotion that I'm disappearing.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's complicated
Yeah,
emotion.
it's very interesting.
Okay.
And we all been through it many times.
Okay.
And that's why we are so afraid to die.
Hmm.
Okay. So anyway, so I just gave you the three kinds, okay?
Okay.
He just mentions them in passing. Sepasum, ki nyewachoja gyurpe. Basically, these are the things that the three kinds of craving feed on. Okay. Objects in the lower realm,
Right.
objects in the upper realm,
Yeah.
and that special object called I'm still here. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
That spreads out in all three realms, right? I guess.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah. It
Yeah.
does. Apparently, it's even stronger in the higher realms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they haven't had any challenge to their health yet. Yeah. Okay. We got one more sentence.
Good question.
Here. Yeah.
Why do we suddenly jump to feeling? Because we were talking about like objects.
Yeah, he's talking about the objects of experience.
Oh, and then
And that's called nurture. And then he says the main object of experience
it's feeling.
is feeling. And in fact, to distinguish between the feeler and the feelings is one of the most difficult things in scripture, in Buddhist scripture, to distinguish between the instrument of feeling and the object of that instrument is very difficult. It's really, really difficult. Okay. I feel good. Who is I? You see, I mean, it's very difficult. I feel good. Your feelings feel good. You see what I mean? It's very difficult to separate your feelings from I. That'd be a whole interesting graduate thesis. Cindy says, Nyerchetzoni, the main experiencer of the world, is Sorwa, is feelings.
Feelings.
Okay.
Feelings, the experiencer in this case?
In this case, it is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's ambiguous.
Okay.
It's a difficult word.
Okay.
And in English, it's difficult. Are feelings the object or are feelings the
Right.
subject?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel good. Okay, anyway, so
Okay.
we say I. We relate so much to feelings that we call them I. I feel good. You don't feel good. Your nerve endings feel good. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, sorry, Namenda Yuki Longchenirichu. Either we are experiencing a karmic ripening as a feeling, or we are experiencing the object of one of our senses as the object of that we're feeling. Nyerichuchi, nyongwa. Nyongwa means you undergo, you experience, and it's a very difficult word. It's a very, very difficult idea. You experience your experiences or something like that. So nyongwa is very difficult. Sometimes nyongwa is the definition of sorwa. Experience is the definition of feeling.
Oh, the experience.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's very delicate.
Yeah.
And then he says, say pursuit. But you could say you live in the three kinds of craving. Okay.
Okay.
That we just talked about.
Okay.
And that's what you experience. Okay. So he's trying to distinguish between experiencer and what they experience.
Oh, yeah, it's confusing.
And the experienced things, he's kind of favoring this idea that they tend towards past or present and not future. So you can worry about your future, right? But when he's talking about experience, objects of experience, he says in Abhidharma, we mostly stick to past and present objects because the future is so undefined. It may never happen. You know, the thing you're afraid to feel in tomorrow may never come.
Yeah, we still worry.
So we don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go on. I
Okay.
think we have a few minutes. Yeah.
Need a fast reader. Rob? Oh, Saban?
Troll, real troll.
Troll. Wait.
为宁波中非美强有拍档的瓦能瓦尼索瓦提索瓦瑟瓦苏吉内基国内有着陪南谁出入来年就 stay shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice reading. Nice reading. Rotoi Nimbo. Taste has no essence of being delicious, troll. Okay. Taste, what you taste has no essence. Chungsei Mekyang. But it does seem like that. Okay. Nawani, when something tastes a certain way to you, that's a feeling.
Huh?
Okay. He uses the word for taste
Oh, but it's not
to,
talking about.
to describe how feeling feels its feelings.
Oh.
Feeling tastes feelings.
Oh.
You can say undergo,
Okay.
experience. We say experience or
Yeah.
taste. Okay.
Okay.
He says there's nothing there to taste in the core. In the core of things that you experience, there is no taste, but you think you're feeling good or feel bad. There's no good or bad at the core, but the feeling is good or bad. You feel good or you feel bad, but there's no core
The core of the object?
of the object of the experience.
The
Yeah.
experience. Okay.
Taste. He calls taste, but that's rasa in Sanskrit, which has many, many
Mm.
connotations. How do you taste your life? How do you feel about your life? You know. Okay.
Okay.
Now one needs sorte. Then he uses the word selwa in the sense of category, which is very difficult. It's unusual.
Okay.
He's kind of, we've only had it a few times, but he says there's three fundamental types of feeling, right? I feel good, I feel bad, I feel medium.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can divide those into five by dividing the good and bad into physical and mental.
Oh.
Neutral is so neutral they don't count it, they don't divide it.
Okay.
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 All right. So anyway, according to the object you're experiencing, you can say that the six consciousnesses are experiencing their object. So nirchu means to enjoy their object, to undergo their object.
Okay.
But he's saying it's difficult to divide that from feeling. You know, did you see a white color on the wall? Yeah, but it's hard to separate that from feeling about the white color.
Wow.
The experience of white and feeling white is
very
difficult, very close. Hard to distinguish between each other. I want to go one more sentence.
Yeah,
if you
please.
don't.
I was going to request. Actually.
Yeah, because he slips into mind only for a sentence.
Okay. Okay.
We might as well go with him.
Cool.
Okay? So who's going to read? You want to, Samantha?
Continue. Yeah.
Kunshi Korna Sorwa Yod Kyang Nyer Cho Dumi Shakte Korna Sorwa Dang Nyom Leme Bin Dayan Misel Wei Chiro.
Yeah, so you see, in the mind only school, you have eight consciousnesses.
Right.
You have the sixth sense consciousness. Then you have messed up consciousness.
Yeah.
And then you have foundation consciousness. And then the Sangha steps to the side and he says, I wonder if we could talk about feeling as far as foundation consciousness, because we've been focusing on the six sense consciousnesses, which are accepted by all schools.
Right.
But he says, what if we look at feeling? Does your refrigerator have feeling? Does the storehouse of your karmas have feeling? And he's kind of just, what do you call it? He's musing. In English, he's like, I wonder if your foundation consciousness has any feeling. Okay.
Cool.
So he goes there, and I think it's sexy. He says, Kunshi Korna, in the realm of your eighth consciousness, which is your refrigerator consciousness, Sorwa Yut,
There is.
There is a sensations. They do have sensations. In your refrigerator consciousness, where all your karmas are stored, there is feeling going on. Kyang,
Okay.
but we don't call it nirche. We don't call it an experience of the world.
Huh.
Okay.
What?
Do you have feeling going on in your deep down seed storing consciousness? Yes. But we don't call it perception of the world. We don't call it a perception of the world. We don't say you are nirche. We don't say you are experiencing the world. But you have feeling.
Okay.
There is feeling going on, but we don't call it a perception of the world.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're hoping he's going to
Right.
clarify.
Please.
Then he says, Korna means in the realm of foundation consciousness, in the refrigerator consciousness, you only have sarva tangyo, neutral feeling.
Oh.
Does Kunshi have feeling? Yes,
Yes.
but not good and not bad. It is so primitive that it can only feel neutral. But feeling neutral is a feeling.
Feeling. Okay. Wow. Okay.
You know, do you feel good or you feel bad? I feel kind of, yeah, well, that's a feeling. That is a feeling. You're not dead. You're feeling neutral. That's a feeling. He says that's the kind of feeling that Kunshi has. Your storehouse consciousness does feel things, but only as, that's okay. You know, it doesn't feel good and it doesn't feel bad. Okay.
We usually say that this consciousness is aware of things
Yeah, so it'd have to have some kind of feeling probably.
because of that.
And that has to be neutral. And then he says, and then we can finish and I'll sit down. And moreover, that Dangyong feeling,
That neutral.
the neutral feeling is misawa. It's unclear. You say, how do you feel? I don't know. Kind of in the medium, in the middle. It's not only is it neutral, it's vague. It's unclear.
Okay.
But he insists that storehouse consciousness feels what nothing more than neutral. Nothing, no good, no bad. Lei main means nothing more than in between feeling. Or sometimes I call it in between feeling. Okay. Does your kunshi have feeling? Yes. What kind? Nothing more than medium feeling. And that's vague. That's all.
Foundation for also good and bad.
Say again?
It's neutral, the foundation for also then have good.
This word neutral has 3 or 4 classic different meanings.
Wow.
It can mean karmically neutral. But here it means neutral between good and bad feeling. Okay. But it can also mean equanimity in the sense of the 4 immeasurables. So the same word can have 3 totally different meanings. And here it means you feel balanced. You don't feel good. You don't feel bad, but you do have feeling. You are aware of feeling. It's just neutral. You like how you feel when you're waiting for someone to show up in your car or something.
One last question.
Yeah.
Does this talk about a 7th consciousness? Having feelings.
Yeah, he does in the next sentence.
Can we?
Yeah, he goes to Nyunyi.
You're right.
I can
Yeah.
see it. Yeah. You can translate that for next time.
Okay. Okay.
And so can you translate the next 4
3.
sections?
4. Okay.
Yeah, and it is his next question.
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay.
Do you have feeling in messed up consciousness? Question number 8.
I bet it does.
Number 7.
Yes. Yeah.
Then he's going to answer, but he doesn't answer it in one sentence.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going
Thank you.
to eat. Feeling. Carrot. Why did prepare something? My only chance to eat something illegal before we're done.
Angela, 给一下老师。I'm gonna stop the sharing. And so, oh, sorry. Stop this one. Go to the gallery. Okay, how do you feel? Neutral. um, okay, so we just finished a very interesting class of Abhidharma. Somebody said they feel confused. Yeah, I can totally relate. We have about 6 minutes before the exciting world news to talk about how we can apply this in our real life. Basically, in this class, to give you a 1 minute wrap up, if I remember, we talked about, oh yeah, we are mainly talking about why the 18 categories are set with the number of 18. Why can it not be more or less? And we break it down into 3 groups. We talk about why the sense powers should be no more or less than 6. And we talk about the objects should also no more and less than 6. We didn't talk about the awareness of 6 yet, I think. But and then the last section of this class, we would draw into this feeling or experience of life thing, which is very confusing and interesting, and I hope we can learn more about it in the next class. But we learned that this is a real mind-only class text because we start to talk about mind-only concept, like the foundation conscious related to the 18 categories. I think it's the first time we kind of combine this concept together, the 18s and the mind-only foundation consciousness, the refrigerator. So what do you feel? How can we use it in our life to solve problems or make dreams come true? Any thought? Okay, Emin, please. You can complete. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm kind of thinking the topic we discussed, it says there's only past and present.
Right.
I'm thinking of that because the day before we watched the skies in the Dragon's Head, our team was talking about, actually we're watching the star from many thousand light years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, we are walking far in the past. But to me, after I hear this, I'm thinking, is there any, according to this concept, is there any present moment? Because as long as we sense anything, is a millisecond away. So I'm kind of thinking that how we treat for example, if we see something bad, even we yell back to the husband who yelled at me, then actually I cannot do anything at all, because when I yell back, the husband that created my negative emotion have already gone. Yeah, so in this case, I'm kind of thinking of when it's a kind of very good for us to deal with, especially when I'm having for example, a difficult situation.
It's like yelling at the shooting star.
Yeah. This kind of, if we
Gone.
expand it for a longer, for example, when we're watching the stars, and
Yeah.
but in theory, it's exactly the same.
Right.
Yeah. Even, now we're talking. Yeah, listen to me. The past me talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
all.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, in the class, Geshe mentioned that there are the present and past objects. But after he explained, I wonder if we ever have a present object. Every time we experience, those objects could be gone already. Yeah, so that's a good thing we can think about. And it will change how we react to things if we think about the past and present, like Edmund mentioned. Anyone else have anything? Anything now? Anything in the past? Okay. The rocker.
Yeah, I was just thinking about how we were talking about how it's difficult to separate I from your feelings, and how much of our lives and our worlds like are our feelings. But when you ask people, what are your goals, or like what are you working on? Like most people will say like something about their career, about their relationships. It's like we don't always realize how important the feelings and that kind of subjective experience of things are. But once you realize that, you can start to work on that level and plant seeds, not just for, money and, all that stuff's nice. Like, it's great. Like, I'm also planting seeds for money, but you can also deliberately plant seeds to have like inner kind of like calm, or like to be happy, or to like not be jealous. You can like deliberately plant the seeds for that. And that can be very, very beautiful and helpful too.
Cool.
So yeah.
Cool. Thank you. I'm gonna wrap up by quoting a TikTok video I saw today. There's a MIT math professor who's a Chinese actually. It will come. He's saying that in the future of AI world, one of the great capacity, if you want to get a good job, is that you make other people feel like they want to work with you. Because if they don't feel like to work with you, they can use as AI to do the job that you do. And like the main reason they have you there is they feel good that you are there and you are inspiring. You create like this good feelings or emotional value for them, because that's not what AI can do, right? So it's a refreshing point of view about future jobs that make me think. Somehow it's related to the class today. Cool. Now I hope you can make us feel good.
I hope so. I hope so.
We'll see. Okay, your time.
That's a skillful way to, yeah, anyways. I don't know. It's difficult for me too. Anyways. Well, you're leaving, but I found it very interesting, this thing about dreams and about desire being attached to misunderstanding. That really hit me, because I worry about a lot of things, but then all my worries are not connected with real causes. So it's interesting. And this thing about this really true, that your senses can create a whole world when you're dreaming, and you can touch and see things and the things function. Sometimes in the dreams it's also interesting that things don't function as they usually function in a waking state. So it's really interesting how there is some level of reality in dreams. It's really interesting. So I think it's a lot of potential to use your book for exciting things. Okay, I'm gonna share what's going on. Many things happening. Some of them serving as reminders. I'm supposed to share my own screen. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get a news microphone?
Wonderful. Okay. The next big event happening that I'm aware of, well, actually, is the Sedona College of International Management starting on August the 20th. That's in 2 days from now. And we wish them the best. After that, the one that I know about is this one. Is the Heart of a Yogi Bhagavad Gita. Earl keeps having his weddings. I bet he'll come and be very happy. It's gonna be exciting to have them here, and fun as well. And for those of you who want to hear more about what's going on with it, Benji had a session last week about the connection between the Bhagavad Gita and Lady Niguma practice, and some of the content that we're going to be studying for the Bhagavad Gita too. You can watch the recording there. I missed it, but I really was interested to see what it's going to be about. I haven't watched it. I will watch it. But you can watch it as well and see what's going on. Maybe it motivates you to either come live, why not, make a trip to beautiful Sedona, or watch from your home online. And then I just heard today from another event that YSI is organizing, but this one is happening in Thailand. It's an offline event that Vivian is producing. It's gonna be, she's taking Connie, La, and Earl as well with her. This is happening on October 18 to the 27th. And then next Monday or Tuesday, if you're in Asia, we will have Vivian talking more about it. But it's exciting also if you happen to be interested in go deeper in your practice, you're in Asia or you want to go there, this is a good option for you. Going back to September, on the 15th of September, DSEU is starting their second academic session for the new generation they are training. And this time is going to happen in Dragon's Head. You can still sign up. That's the last thing I hear. I hope when it is all close, you guys let me know when I can stop advertising people to sign up. But for now, you can. And the great opportunity I have had to be in some of the classes, amazing, really, really cool. Very deep and very practical. The combination of both worlds happened there. The East and the West, modern and tradition, ancient happens there. It's really, really worth it to check it out. Even if you have the chance to just go to a few of their sessions, don't miss the chance. If you can sign up, even better. After that, or kind of like in a mix calendar, but starting on September 26th, Sedona College is having their training, step training on level 1. This is a way that you can extend the training over the length of a month and keep doing other activities while you get trained. I hope the same whenever, if at some point the spaces are full, I hope I get to know. But for now, as far as I understand, people can still sign up. Good. After that event, about the same dates, when you're finished with that, there is going to be the 5 houses happening in Phoenix, October 24th to 28th. That's also a very cool event. A lot of people I know are coming from all over the world, and it's going to be fun to be in Phoenix. Let's see how the city vibes treat us. Other news, we have, in September, a little before that, in September, the spiritual connection with nature. Chilan, I met him many years ago. I met him in Tucson. He's a great traditional Chinese medicine practitioner, along many other things. He's a good friend of Dr. Ward Smith. They're both going to have this spiritual connection with nature. And after that, kind of along with the same flow, it's going to be the Mexican drinking agave bath reforestation program, which today Pachi is going to share with us a little bit before we move on to more exciting events happening in Diamond Mountain. So what I would like to request is Tech Table. Can you help me to do a spotlight for Pachi? Thank you so much. Pachi.
Hi, Juan. How are you?
What's going on? I'm doing well. Thank God. How are you?
We're doing okay here in Mexico.
It looks great. Thank you for all the work and production of the just last event we had. It was very fun. Thank you for inviting me and welcoming me. So what are you now? What's going on? What are you planning to do? Are you coming to Phoenix and then you stay and you go to Diamond Mountain? Or what's the plan?
Well, we have the new volunteer opportunity coming. It's going to be at Diamond Mountain. Sky Harvest is co-producing an event where we can learn how to protect, how to restore an ecological and a fragile environment like ours. It's going to be 6 days. We have free lodging, we have free meals, and anyone who has come in the past can talk about the great meals we are having over there. So, but the name of this event is called Creatures of the Night. The image is a little bit spooky, I know, but this is just an excuse. The idea is that 41% of our land, our surface in this world is arid or semi-arid. So if we if we want to be kind people, we need to learn how to take care of it. It's very fragile. It's not the same as here, where it rains a lot, and whatever damage you produce here, it doesn't matter. 2 weeks afterwards, we'll have everything lushy again. When you do something, when you're taking care arid land, deserts. Any impact you make, it tends to use lots of time to come back. So this is just an excuse to get together, to enjoy Diamond Mountain out of retreat, have fun, and learn how all these techniques on how to take care of, how the ecosystem works to protect biodiversity. Basically, if you're interested in combating climate change or things like this is a great opportunity.
Okay, and you were saying, like, let's say if I ask why should anybody go, what would you say?
That's a good question. I would say, since I am a very recent father, anyone who has younger siblings or younger family members, we should all learn how to take care of this planet. So, but anyways, that's that's my line. But the idea is, if you're young or if you are very experienced, you should all come. Anyone who is interested in learning how to protect biodiversity should be involved.
And you got what? Sorry, no. The real last question I would like to ask is, if, just to have it clear, if you volunteer, do you have to pay for any expenses, or everything is covered?
It's free. It's free lodging. It's free meals during 6 days.
Okay, so if for whatever reason I don't have enough money to pay for my rent next month, can I just go there and I'll be covered, right?
It's a very interesting.
You never know.
Yeah, why not? It's a good excuse.
Things are getting intense. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Pachi. I will consider the offer. And we hope to be talking with you soon again. We want to talk about some other very cool event happening in Diamond Mountain. For that is our next segment. It's next picture. Oh, well, this is your picture. And then, well, you'll see where's the connection in a few more moments. But in October, this is at the end of September, and in the middle of October, we're going to be having this innovation retreat at Diamond Mountain. This project, what can I say? Director, Stanley, director. He's producing and organizing these events, and today we have two members. Okay, good. So I just would like to welcome Johnny and Mangling, because they're going to talk about their experience on innovation retreats. For that, also, I will request the tech table to spotlight to Johnny and Mangling. Or
Hi, 大家好，大家好，大家好，老师们好，特别开心能在这样子不
Hi
成立，
everyone.
然后跟大家介绍我心爱的钻石山。
It's such a pleasant feeling that I got to be here, introduce you my beloved Diamond Mountain.
的这个过程中，
So during my learning in innovation retreat, I can share with you there's something that totally changed my life. The first one would creation, awareness, and because of the application of what I learned during innovation retreat, I experienced a 6 times growth of my business. Me as a business owner, I face different business decisions every single day. But during this innovation retreat, I foresee the danger of my wrong decision making. But because of the process, what I learned in IR, I understand that how can I change the mistakes, and then I actually get through this crisis period and make it a safe land that to keep my company safe. So I realized that it really helps you a lot. Even if you are not a business owner, you can be a parent, you can be a student, or you just be a partner. Every single person on the planet, you are facing different decisions. every single day. With Innovation Retreat, it's gonna equip you with very good techniques that can help you to make good decisions every day. And also, in Diamond Mountain, I found my mission and passion. Once I lost in the past, I remember I set up my goal, that is my dream when I first joined in DSEU, but I forgot about it. Then I pick it up this year during my innovation retreat. And now my new product is going to roll out. So with this finding back of my passion and what I'm going to do with my career and business, I feel my new life is going on again. So during that retreat in Diamond Mountain, all these magical things happening in my life across different areas. And the seeds are so, and the results are so fruitful. I'm so excited and expected to see all the beautiful things happen. So me and my husband, the two of us, we immerse ourselves totally in all its learnings, be it innovation retreat and the DSEU and CSP, everything. We learned a lot from teacher Stanley. And my husband, Johnny, when he came out from innovation retreat, he told me, now I realize I see my very deep attachment, that I used to think that this is mine and that is you. You shouldn't put your things in my area, this and that. Now I finally see that part of me. So during this innovation retreat, we see us and we see each other, and then we can from there go deeper into our communication. Hi, everyone. My name is Johnny. Thank you. And thank you for my wife for this nice, sweet introduction. So, of course, I want to first of all appreciate and be grateful to Geshe and teacher Stanley. I joined Innovation Retreat in Dunhuang. And during that retreat, I saw my personal dream, my goal, and that future me. Because of Geshe-la's correct guidance, along with teacher Stanley and Xiaoping's teachings, the whole process is very blissful and deep. So that makes me a student that can fully understand the teachings and incorporate it into myself. Now, I have been put all of those teachings into practice. So I really look forward to this upcoming retreat in October, because it is something rare that you can find such a wise an Arya Geshe to lead us into personally in the retreat. This doesn't happen every day. As Geshe said, you should at least come once in your life, see Diamond Mountain, experience it firsthand. You see the sky in Diamond Mountain, then you can really elevate your ability to do concentration and meditation. You experience the feeling of your mind flying in the sky. So that also helps us as a couple. Yeah. So last year I went Diamond Mountain myself, but this year we're going to go as a couple. Thank you.
Yes, that's great. Come. I hope you enjoyed a lot. Thank you so much for sharing with all of us your experience. It has been great seeing you in Japan, and then it's going to be great seeing you in Arizona as well. So thank you so much for having come today and share with all of us. I think you're going to have a very, very good time. Now it's time for our next class with Geshe Michael and Nick Lashaw. See you next time.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Johnny, and everybody. And